So, Africa and Islam by Brave Williams. Africa's government. In Africa, in the ancient civilizations, they lived in monarchy. Ethnocentrism, categorizing groups of superior and non-superior. They have a thing called the caste system. Their executive authority is president, deputy president, and ministers. In Islam, the founder is Muhammad. It's also known as the City of Prophet. The holy book is the Quran, which is like our Bible. The men and women are considered equal, but the women don't have the right to go to school, and they have to stay home and do housework, while the men and boys have freedom. In Islam, the government. Constitutional monarchies and republics. And they speak Arabic, and the word Assalamu alaikum, which means peace. When Muslims greet each other, they will do so by saying Assalamu alaikum salam, and which means peace upon you. They follow the lunar calendar. In the family, they are very family oriented, and primary means of transmitting the religion are through the family. Therefore, parents and both mother and father take a big responsibility when raising children. This family orientation also translates into a community-oriented way of life that they can greatly conflict with Western notions of individuality. In the West, they say the family values become harder by preserving the family values. The arts. In Africa and Islam, they have very different art in their culture. In Africa, you will see the masks are shown, and because they used to tell stories with them, and with Islam, it's considered disrespectful to show any faces, so they make patterns. In trade, the two places have spread, and Islam is reinforced the African fondness for geometric design, and the representation of patterns in decorating the surface of textiles and crafted objects. Local weaving may have been transformed with this importation of North African weaving techniques. In Africa, gender roles. In Africa, many women have fought for their equal rights, but in many parts they are still not equal to men in law. They have to deal with wage gaps and being forced into arranged marriages at a young age. Most of the girls are forced into marriage at the younger than the age of 18. In practices, they're more likely to drop out of school than boys because of health issues and when they are in poverty. And men have a choice of marrying more than one wife, and that also goes into the Islam religion. You can be married to more than one lady, and the women are viewed as property of men. So the next is a child marriage picture, and it's saying today there are 6 million child brides, and it's an awareness that needs to be stopped. And family values. In traditional family in Africa, they live in tribes, and I think that's where the phrase "it takes a village to raise a child" comes from. So the women have help because of the men in the family. They don't really take responsibility of raising the child. But in Islam, it takes everyone, or mostly everyone, to help with them. And when they go to school, that's when Malala, she fought for the girls to have rights in Islam to go to school, and she got shot. She went to the extreme, and she won the Nobel Peace Prize and to get the school to have, for girls to have an education. So the languages in Africa. In ancient Africa and Africa today, they have a widespread, many of which languages isolates. but about 100 of the languages of Africa are widely spread for inter-ethnic communication. The languages are Arabic, Somali, Berber, Himyaric, Oromo, Swahili, Visaya, Igbo, and Fulani and Yoruba are spoken by tens of millions of people, and that is the most common languages that is in Africa. And that's my presentation. And an inclusion with the Islam gender roles, I think it's a debate topic with them having power and like them having ideas for the women and men. Like, if you have any questions, it's like a lot of stuff that you can research. So, that's fun.